Trump media is considering charging Wall Street firms as much as $100,000 per month for faster access to President Donald Trump's Truth Social posts. The product is called Truth API. Basically, what this API does is it gives traders a high speed feed that sends Truth Social posts directly to banks, hedge funds, and trading systems. It helps computers quickly scan Trump's posts for company names, tariffs, and policy changes so firms can react faster than regular users. Keep in mind that a fast market news feed already exists. For example, Bloomberg Terminal has a feature like this, but it's not coming directly from the President of the United States. First, I want to correct one misconception I keep seeing on social media. Trump media has not officially announced that every customer will pay $100,000 per month. What Trump media has only officially announced is the launch of the Truth API. The service is expected to become available to institutional customers on August 1st. It will provide real-time access to posts from the 10 highest-ranking Truth Social accounts, operate 24 hours a day, and include an archive of posts dating back to 2022. Trump media also says it has already signed customers and is bringing additional partners onto the service. So here's the simplest reason why hedge funds would be interested in this Truth API. President Trump often uses Truth Social to announce tariffs, trade agreements, military decisions, government investments, and policy affecting publicly traded companies. We've seen when announcements are made, the market moves almost instantly. A normal investor might receive a push notification, read the post, figure out which companies are affected, and then open a brokerage app. An institutional trading computer can read the same post, identify the relevant words, and execute millions of dollars in trade almost immediately. If Truth API gives the computer the information even a few seconds earlier, the advantage could be worth far more than $100,000. We have already seen how powerful Trump's posts can be. On April 9, 2025, Trump posted, "This is a great time to buy." Less than 4 hours later, he announced a 90-day pause on most of his newly introduced tariffs. The S&P 500 finished the day up around 9.5%, recovering around $4 trillion in market value. Trump media stocks jumped nearly 23% that day. If I were running a hedge fund with billions of dollars under management, I would want to know what Trump posted as quickly as possible. And the opportunity is not limited to broad market announcements either. Trump has also used Truth Social to praise or discuss individual publicly traded companies. A CNN investigation found more than 20 examples in which Trump's outside money managers purchased shares for him, and Trump posted a complimentary message about the same company, its executives, or its products within about 1 week. The companies identified were Nvidia, Boeing, Apple, Tesla, American Eagle Outfitters, Eli Lilly, and Intel. I want to be careful with the wording here. Trump was not necessarily telling his followers to purchase every one of these stocks. Like I said before, in many cases he was just praising the company. CNN also said it found no proof that Trump made the post specifically to increase the value of his portfolio. The White House said Trump's investments are managed by independent outside financial managers and that he does not know which specific stocks they are purchasing. Still, I believe the timing explains why traders care about the Truth Social post by the president. For example, Trump's managers purchased between $15,000 and $50,000 worth of American Eagle shares. A few days later, Trump praised the company's Sydney Sweeney advertising campaign on Truth Social and said its jeans were flying off the shelves. Another example is when Trump purchased between $250,000 and $500,000 in Intel stock. Days later, he announced that the United States government would take 10% equity stake in Intel. Trump has also praised Nvidia and its AI expansion, highlighted Boeing and major defense programs, spoken positively about Apple, and publicly appeared with Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Each one of these statements could potentially become a signal for a trading algorithm. The computer does not need to understand Trump's entire political message. It only needs to detect words such as Apple, Boeing, Nvidia, Intel, or Tesla, and then decide whether the language sounds positive or negative. Now, let's look at what this could mean for Trump media. Trump media reported only a little bit less than $900,000 in revenue during the first quarter of 2026. That means one customer paying $100,000 per month would generate 1.2 million in annual revenue, more than Trump media generated during that entire quarter. 10 customers paying the full reported price would produce 12 million per year. 100 customers would produce 120 million per year. Those numbers are only hypothetical because we do not know the final pricing or customer count. But we do know that Trump media has struggled to produce significant revenue from its traditional social media business. A subscription style data product could be different because the institutional clients are accustomed to paying large amounts for fast financial information. Trump Media's interim CEO Kevin McCarthy describes Truth API as potential source of high margin recurring revenue and said that markets already move on Truth Social posts. Truth Social has something Bloomberg and other financial data providers cannot fully duplicate: direct access to the platform where the sitting president frequently announces consequential policy decisions. Even though Trump will be the president for less than 3 years, the amount hedge funds could pull within that time span could be significant. But I also see major problem. A trust controlled by Trump's children own about 41% of Trump media. Therefore, a company substantially owned by the president's family could earn revenue by selling institutions faster access to the president's own market moving statements. The argument here is that this creates a conflict of interest and gives wealthy financial firms an advantage over ordinary investors. Trump media and its supporters' counter argument is that financial institutions have always paid for faster information. Banks already purchase expensive news terminals, exchange data, social media feeds, satellite images, and alternative data sets. From an investment standpoint, I see a potentially valuable product, but I also see major uncertainty. For me, the Truth API does not automatically make DJT a good investment, but it could give Trump media something the company badly needs. The most important question is not whether Trump's Truth Social post moves stocks, because we know it does. The real question is that should Wall Street firms be able to pay for faster access to the president's market moving posts? Shouldn't every American have the same access to the president? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out my other stock related content. Until next time, goodbye.